HB 3112, the Texas Redistricting Transparency Act, is an important bill because it sets up some good standards for the redistricting process going forward. So it would prioritize things like making sure Texans have access to redistricting information and legislative activity because it would be made public online via a website. It prioritizes public hearings with community input, not just before census data gets passed down, but after. And it requires a certain window of time that redistricting plans would need to be made public before any vote or before heading to any chamber so that we have a chance to review them and weigh in. And it matters that we have something like HB 3112 in place because we want to have learned from the mistakes of 2011. Texas needs to have a fair and open redistricting process. This is what a federal district court judge said, and this is what the Fair Maps Texas Coalition has been advocating for since the start of session. And to sort of highlight why it's necessary, let's talk about SB 11 for a minute. So SB 11 is very concerning for a number of reasons, but certainly because of the manner in which it was put through the legislative process. This bill would have overhauled the Texas Appellate Court districts and cut them down to 7, so reduce them by half. It would have changed those districts in some considerable ways. Now, there was no public communication on this. There was no transparency on this bill or the map that it was proposing. There was no effort to adhere to the fair and open guidance that the Fair Maps Texas Coalition has been very vocal and public about from the start. So it was alarming because it really seemed to be missteps of 2011 all over again, and we don't want to be back in that situation again. Thankfully, SB 11 was pulled down. It's not going to proceed this session. But ultimately, very simply, Texans want lawmakers to be forthcoming with their information and with their plans so that we have a chance to see and understand what's going on. And the Texas Redistricting Transparency Act, HB 3112, is a very important step in that direction.